Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. Rogue might be a little out of fashion in the current Hearthstone meta, but happily Rogue can still be played at least to some level on a budget as well, and this is my current take of a budget Galakrond Rogue. I have tried to play the deck with secrets, but that doesn't really work out. I'm going with stealth as well without the Sage, which is an epic card that doesn't really make much sense, but this sort of just basic vanilla Galakrond Rogue, with Questing Adventure and Cursed Vagrant as the main win conditions, has proven to be a resilient deck that can still succeed even in today's hectic metagame. I've tried various deck options for this deck. I've run with double Questing Adventures, I've included Sap, that kind of improves the Priest matchup, improves the Druid matchup, but I still don't think those are very good matchups for this one. Sadly, because the regular Priest matchup for regular Rogue is a pretty decent matchup, but not on a budget when you lack those big cards that really turn the matchup in your favor. And Druid matchup is also, it's just pretty tough. So what I have opted to do instead is that this deck is now tagged as much as possible to beat Demon Hunters, and it is pretty good at beating Demon Hunters. With Bonjour Brawlers, with SI7 agents, Questing Adventure can do some work there, and if you get to the mid game in a relatively good position, then Cursed Vagrant can close out the game, because Demon Hunter cannot answer a Cursed Vagrant. Overall, it is Galakrond Rogue business as usual. You get on the board with your early minions, you generate some lackeys, freeze some phases, do some invoke stuff, then use those lackeys for a lot of value. You have the Questing Adventure, so at some point if you have the opportunity you play the Questing and start growing it up. If you're in a good position in the mid game, you drop the Cursed Vagrant. If you get your Galakrond, then you play Galakrond, you get some free cards from that, you use those free cards for a major tempo swing, and then you can start using Galakrond Hero Power to also generate value for you. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're looking for your early game minions. Pharaoh Cat Spy Mistress, 2 1-drops so you get on the board on 1, Backstab so that you can remove something early on, and Evil Miscreant so that you can generate some lackeys. Then there are some conditional keeps, like you can keep Praise Galakrond if you have one of the 1-drops, typically then you will be able to make use of that. And if you're in a defensive matchup and you're on the coin or you have a backstab, then SI7 agent can also be of good use, as can Seal Fate, so that you have some of that early removal. If you want to upgrade this deck into something more effective, you can upgrade it fairly straightforwardly into a vanilla Galakrond Rogue. You could also go for secret or stealth builds, but for a vanilla upgrade, then the first upgrade would be to put in Edwin Van Cleef instead of Questing Adventurer, because Edwin Van Cleef simply allows you to snowball a game very early in a way that even Questing cannot do. And then the Cursed Vagrants can make way for a Gronk's Dragonhoof and Heist Baron Togwaggle, which are just better win conditions. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon to get notifications when new videos come. And now, let's go take a look at budget Galakrond Rogue in action. I don't think I will have time. Will I have time to use the Faceless? Uncertain. Let's see.
They will never catch me.
So many options. I guess Coin Dagger is an option.
Swiftly.
It might be one that I take here.
Justice is mine.
That will open up space for the Bonjour Brawler next turn. Maybe. There are so many ways where it doesn't really open up that space, but like the Tumbleweed is that you can easily get rid of it.
Justice is mine.
I think I'll still do it like this. He can't play a Satyr now, because he can't hit into this without using... Like, he has to have a Slice in order to play Satyr. And I have a Seal Fate that I can use to kill a Satyr if he has a Slice. And if he doesn't have a Slice, then the Satyr is going to be delayed. This is tough. Playing against Demon Hunter is so tough. They just come at you so quickly. So he opts to not play the Satyr yet. I also can Seal Fate that one, so this is fine by me. I'll Seal Fate that one then. If he has Satyr and... Well, now that I rolled the good 1 in 7 with the lucky roll, even Satyr and the Beaming Sidekick isn't that strong anymore.
Hide behind your servants. I will still find you.
That was an intriguing move. I don't have a great move against that. I can only put it to like 1. I think I will, but then if he has Warglaves... If I use Devoted Maniac... I probably need to use these. Put that cane down to 1. He still has a card that he kept. Warglaves would be so good here. He had exactly the Warglaves. It's not a giant problem yet. Then he could have Satyr with the Warglaves later on. That would be so good. I would love to play the Faceless Lackey. On the other hand, I don't want to play the Faceless Lackey. No, I don't want to play it because if he has Satyr and then he just Glaive Sees through my minions. Do I want to spend a Praise Galakrond? I think I won't. I'll just kill the Cane. I don't put minions on the board, so that he can't use this and Warglaves to make just a ton of minions. Because I had a read that could be a Satyr there. Double Satyrs. Well, if I had a minion on the board, that would have been a disaster, now would it not? Whereas now I'm able to backstab one of these. Don't use an SI7 agent on another one of them. Then I'll have 3 mana left over. Yeah, it probably is an SI7 agent play. SI7 agent on another one of those. And then the Faceless Lackey. Nat Pagel. Nat Pagel was not what I was looking for. Fine, we'll praise Galakrond on the Nat Pagel a little. This one I have to save for the Faceless Corruptor. But obviously the game is looking extremely bad for me. That's an I-beam. No, it was a Frozen Shadow Weaver. Minor surprise. I mean, he's just going face, isn't he? For the most part, yeah. I guess that was to be expected. Very well. Cobalt Lucky will shoot there. Maybe should I play the Feral Cat first? This one is going to trade that away. Then I'll have the Faceless Corruptor, corrupting that one. And these can trade away the 2/2s. So now he has 4 damage on board. But all he needs is like a Metamorphosis. And that will be game. There are other options too, but Metamorphosis is one of the more effective ones. Well, luckily there was no Metamorphosis. Although there is a bunch of other stuff. Okay, well, I'm still alive. Being alive is good. I do enjoy being alive, in general. Cobalt Lackey. Can always push through the shield. The The upside is that he only has one card, but when Demon Hunter has one card, that's usually a Skull of Gul'dan. So it might not be as great as it sounds. I think I need some board presence here. Trade those down. But what I really need, I need to top deck Galakrond. That is the fact here. The facts are, I need to top deck Galakrond right here, right now.
Our enemies will fall.
Oh, that was such a good one. Down to 7 health. But I don't top deck the Galakrond. Well, I can Seal Fate into that one. And the Demon Hunter has no cards. So that's a thing too. I will need to play the Taunt minion, right? I think I do need to play the Taunt minion. This one needs to trade away that one. I need Faceless Lackey. Now I could use the Goblin Lackey. Then I can kill this minion. So then the Demon Hunter will have no board. My taunt is going down anyway in the near future. So it's best to use it to kill. So I remove the entire board of this Demon Hunter. All he has is his top deck card. What is the top deck card? It's a Claybound Adept. I go down to 3 health. And this probably isn't enough to save me now, is it? This probably will not be enough to save me.
Hey, lights out.
Demon Hunter needs to top deck 3 damage. This is what it comes down to. The final draw. It could be a Skull of Gul'dan. It could be Warglaives, it could be Metamorphosis. But it actually isn't! What is going on? Questing might be a little bit too slow. I can keep a Seal Fate. It can deal with something. And I even find a 1-drop. That's good because I like 1-drops. 1-drops are a lot of fun. They are minions and you can play them on your first turn. That's amazing, really. What? What?
The fires of vengeance burn bright.
That was a lot of work to get a 2-2 on the board. He can kill my Temple Berserker. He trades in with this and then he face tanks the other half. I still want to play it. It's fine. The alternative was to dagger up. I might have done that too. That might have been fine. No, this was actually better. I don't have any great plays for next turn anyway. I can just dagger this one down now. This is completely fine. And now if he goes with Satyr with that slice, I have a Seal Fate for the Satyr. Or a Devoted Maniac.
Is it cold?
Well, if he goes with that, then I have a Seal Fate. Smack. Do I play a Draconic Lackey? Yeah, in this position I think I will play it. It seems fine. Evasive Draconid is useful. I'll take that. I was contemplating between that and Evasive Worm. But I have a lot of stuff that I can be used to remove things. So I didn't feel like I really need the worm right now. Would love to get that miscreant on the board, but it's going to be for next turn, isn't it? I think I want to kill this. I had the shield, of course, available too, but I just think I want to kill that now. This wasn't what I wanted, but I was hoping for a proactive Lucky, then I would do Lucky in the miscreant most likely. Oh no, it is the infamous Warglaives of Azynoth. So if I have a lot of minions on the board, and then he plays a Satyr, then that becomes a really difficult position for me. Even a single minion that he face tanks a couple of times. I would still rather have a single minion that he face tanks a couple of times. If that's what he wants to go for. Meat cards in hand, alright. Satyr, and then just take 10. Will create a very, very sweet board. Luckily that wasn't coming. Ah, it's just a Claybound Adept. Oh, I don't mind a Claybound Adept. I'm fine with a little bit of Claybound Adepting here. This is a Quest Vagrant, but this is a Questing Adventure turn. So it's the Adventure.
Give me a quest.
And then I'm going to eviscerate that Claybound Adept over there. I'm going to play an Ethereal Lucky. If I can find a Shadow Step, that would be the best. No Shadow Step. Fine. Shiv? Maybe a Shiv. And a little bit of Titanic Luckying over there. He can probably kill a 5/7 anyway, but it's a little bit of something. And it has to be killed. It cannot be left up. There simply isn't a world in which that questing adventurer can be allowed to live. They can face tank it a couple of times, or he could have another I-beam, or he could have another Claybound Adept.
Hey, I got you, friend.
He goes for the... Oh, he had an I-beam. All right. Are you seriously going to kill? I mean, it doesn't benefit you in any way. Yeah, now that was the right play. That's a play that I can approve of. I mean, Evasive Dragon is pretty good, I hear. Evasive Dragon is pretty good this time of the year. It can stop some attacks.
I wonder.
Your feeble magic amuses me.
So that's 2. Let's say he has a Claybound Adept. 2, 6, 7. There's always a way for him to Claybound Adept down the Evasive Dragonid, no matter what I do.
Back to the void.
But I also don't want to evolve into a 2-drop. Not really. I think this is the play. Skull of Gul'dan could give him an Altruis. Altruis would be one way to get through this. It can also give him Claybound Adept. Well, Claybound Adept is exactly enough now. It wouldn't have been if I had traded to 1-2. I didn't play around with the Skull of Gul'dan into Claybound Adept.
Now I am complete.
So he thinks he will have some kind of Altruis stuff or something coming. Maybe. Now I need to be careful. What if he has Kane? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 8, 9. 13, 14. I don't have lethal. How do I make sure that he doesn't have lethal? And could I also get a Cursed Vagrant out there? While ensuring no lethal for him.
I wonder.
Maybe I can.
Quickly.
In the shadows, I saw something. On wings of evil.
Druids there. I go face. I go face. Put him down to 12. Then I have... I mean, he can't deal 10 even with an Altruis. So the question is just, can he kill me this turn with the Altruis? If he has lethal this turn with the Altruis, he wins. And remember, he also has the Demonic Blast. But he needs lethal with this Altruis. Because there's no way the Cursed Vagrant is dying, or the Shadow is dying. That just won't happen, both I-beams have been used too. So that's a Glaybounder there. No, it's not a Glaybounder, it's a Shadow Weaver.
Is it cold in the shadows?
Does he have it? He actually has it. He actually has it. That's exactly lethal. No, it's actually 1 over. Yeah, well, I knew that there was a chance for Altruis to give him a lethal.
Escape my fury.
My fury. I'm so angry. Yeah, let's go. I keep Galakrond in the Mulligan with the budget deck more than I do with the full cost deck. Because I have very, very few ways to fight my Galakrond. Because I don't have Kronks, I don't have Heist Baron. That also means that invoking it is more difficult. Which kind of sucks, but what can you do? I want to backstab that because I don't have a lot of backstab opportunities here. And I think I will just hit him in the face. Even though it enables the Battle Rages, but there's some things like I would avoid hitting him in the face if I had a better plan how to deal with all of this. But given that with this sort of budget list I don't have a better plan, so then we just, when in doubt, you go face. Yeah, I'm full-time content creator, mostly on Hearthstone. He could have found a skipper. I still need to do the Devoted Maniac now. And I need to smack him in the face. Maybe not with the dagger this turn. I originally hit with the dagger because there was a chance that I might equip another dagger next turn. If there's a skipper now, there's a good chance that there... Actually, it's guaranteed to be... No, it's not guaranteed. It depends on the archetype. With the sword and board there, this actually might be a deck that doesn't have that many skippers. I mean, they have 2 skippers, but they might have other pirates, so that they can't actually play the skipper. Yeah, that's the bomb control style warrior. It's really, really difficult for me to handle. And that's like part of the reason why I'm so concerned about my win conditions for this budget list. There might be more pirates than 4 in this deck, so skipper is not necessarily in hand, but there is a very good likelihood that skipper is in hand. Well, that green skin kind of guarantees that skipper will be found, doesn't it? Can't value trade that away. Tough. Would have loved to do some value trading. Because the skipper is coming almost certainly. Now I can value trade this and then evolve the Shield of Galakrond. So the Titanic Lackey was what I was looking for there. Pow. And then I can Witchy Lackey this one into a 6-drop. But this 6-drop will be easy to kill. So this will not help. Skipper is coming now, 100%. But I still thought that was the way. Ooh, this is a little annoying. Yeah, he can easily face tank that. Root can kill the 1-2. That's pretty sweet. Another skipper is also guaranteed. So what can I do? What if I play a Cursed Vagrant? I can just push 11 to face immediately. I still think putting the Vagrant out there right now is the best thing I can do.
Justice is mine.
But I kill the skipper. Let's do this. This gives me the best chance to have something to contest the brute. There's no rampages in that deck. Alright, well, fine, give me a stealth minion. Now you can't Bladestorm it away because you have the Armorsmith on the board. Oh, he's going to Deathwing it away. Alright, rock on. Deathwing action. That was some sweet action. I might not be able to kill that. Now I can. I don't have a Seal Fate target. I don't have mana to Seal Fate, rather. So I can't get the Galakrond fully invoked for next turn. But it's okay.
Think.
Or do I want to use this one? Having it in stealth does have some value to it, though. I guess I'm just going with these. That kills the Deathwing. I play the Brawler too. He will have the second skipper. And eventually he will find his bombs too. I'll need to find something to seal Fate. And then I can get the fully invoked Galakrond going. And maybe there's a way from there.
Must burn them all.
Alright, second skipper.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
How much damage can it do? We're about to find out. So there might not be more pirates in the deck. Or there could be a loot hoarder. I guess that's actually quite likely. No more pirates in the deck. Okay, that's good. That was pretty sweet. Well, there's nothing for me to seal Fate here. Nothing for me to backstab either. Do I need to trade this into the skipper? Yeah, to deny some battle rages, I suppose I do. I'm going to have to seal Fate my own Spy Mistress. Because I really wanted to fully invoke Galakrond for next turn. And he will get to keep the 5/7. Alright, we'll see what happens. I guess French Caliber starts to makes an appearance next. Ah, that taunt minion. Nasty, nasty randomly generated taunt minion. Very well. Time to check the Galakrond card. Bomb is replaced with a card that is full cost card. So that bomb was actually insanely good. But okay. So I can do Seal Fate on that one. We get rid of the taunt. Really too bad about that bomb. And it had to be on the most expensive card that I was going to draw. But sometimes it happens that way. I've seen both skippers now. 8, 10 damage there.
Darkness wanes. The touch.
I need 5 minutes.
Step up.
And the swing phase. I think I need to backstab into that one. Make it a little bit more damaged. Although he can battle rage more effectively, I suppose. But I still think I need to do it like this. I have seen both skippers, but there's still a blade storm, there's still brawls. There's still an armor smith. There's a lot of bombs. I couldn't find a vagrant for free. No bombs currently in my deck. It's a piece of good news. So not a lot of bombs in the deck, so that means weak Blastmaster Boom. And that is some really good news. Well, he can now put a lot more bombs into the deck. Another taunt on the way. Why are there so many taunt minions on the way all the time? Throwing another bomb, really? These bombs, they just keep coming. So if this is the Grommash list, then I'm in some actual trouble here. I may even need to clean up this board. These are some useful tools to do that with. But I can just roll another lucky. Do a size 7 agent there. I can trade this one over there. Do I need to roll another lucky? How important is it? I think I do need to roll another lucky. I probably do need to kill that one and smack his face a little. But now his brawl is much more effective. Currently no bombs in my deck, so Blastmaster Boom is not very effective right now, but he will be able to put one bomb into my deck with that. I need to find like Draconic Lucky for some healing cards. And there could still be a Grommash in the deck. I've seen pretty much everything else, but there's still the possibility of Grom. Because there was a Sword board, so that kind of... Oh, he wins the brawl! Oh. Because there's the Sword board, then that also makes it more likely that there's a Grom. So this play looks like he's preparing for a Grom hit. Maybe. Maybe not setting up the Wasteland Assassin here. I would need to... What I would need to find would be some healing cards, maybe. Taunt minions would also be useful. That can be useful. I need the healing now, right? I will kill that one. I'll try this, but I don't think I will get to play it. So now I don't die to the Grom, thanks to the Water Bearer. Grom is one off. I mean, if the Water Bearer should live, I would Shadow of Death the Water Bearer, but it's not going to live. But maybe there will be something else that I can Shadow of Death. I haven't seen any shield blocks yet, so there's still shield block, shield slam. That's the Grom. Right now it's one off. Well, in a position like this, I guess I Shadow of Death the Grom, right? That's what this looks like to me. More damage luckies. Yeah, I'm totally Shadow of Deathing the Grom here. I can use a Praise Galakrond there. For a Titanic Lucky. Do I just trade 4 Luckies? I can use 1 Cobalt Lucky over there. Then I'll trade 2 Luckies. Then I will make 1 Taunt Lucky. Something like this. Okay, so I have 3 Groms in the deck. He has Bladestorm left, he has Brawl left. He can now Bladestorm the board after killing the Taunt minion. Didn't have Bladestorm in hand. Not committing the Wasteland Assassin yet. Let's discover a spell. Discover a Battlecry minion. That's something. What about Ambush? What does he have left? He has Blastmaster. Maybe I want the Ambush. Just want the Thalmosmith gone. Smack him in the face a little bit. I want to play the Ambush. I mean, this is my Grom enabler. So I have 10 coming the moment I draw Grom. That's Blastmaster. I will get the Ambusher.
This is the end of all things.
We take down the Control Bomb Warrior. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.